Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, good morning.
Welcome back to Real Talk with SLR.
How are you guys doing today?
Well, y'all, it's another rainy morning on the 41.36.
Man, the weather said it wasn't supposed to be raining today. I went to bed and I was like, sweet, it's supposed to be beautiful.
Well, it said it was going to be foggy.
Woke up. Well, yeah, it was supposed to be a
foggy
morning.
Crisp morning, which I was
looking forward to it. And then woke up this morning, looked at the website and everything, and it was saying 30% chance of rain, 9 to 11. I was like, man, what the heck, dude? Like, I hope it don't start raining. And, you know, Melanie brought me a nice, good cup of coffee first thing in the morning and everything. So I get up and everything. I was like, well, I'm going to go take a shower, get ready and everything. Then hopefully it's not raining. We can get out there and start hitting it, you know? Mm-hmm. Man, it started raining like instantly.
As soon as he came out of the bathroom and was like getting ready to go put his boots on, all of a sudden, crack, bang, boom, thunder, lightning. Actually, let me show you guys just so that way you could see how much, because it's been pouring. Here, I'll bring you guys back to the table, but just check this out.
It's a river.
the trying to be grass.
The grew once and then died because the sun was too brutal to it. And yeah.
Oh, over there off to the side, there is that river right there that's flowing.
Yep. That's going pretty good.
In the gully, yeah.
Mm-hmm. We need to move that gully, you know, over that way on the other side. But I need either Uber or Drew.
Yeah.
One of the two, since, you know, Drew has that nice old backhoe over there, you know.
I see you, Drew.
A bulldozer.
Which, can we have a moment of appreciation for Drew? Let's just take a moment of appreciation for our best buddy, Drew, over at Drew's Lens. And not just because you have an awesome backhoe, just because you're an amazing, awesome human being.
Yes.
And we've loved you from the day we met you. So big love going over to Drew. His channel, Drew's Lens, just hit a big number. He's made it to 10,000 subscribers.
Heck yes.
Which is humongous. So thank you guys for loving on him and sharing all the love and support throughout our community, guys. We are super blessed to be surrounded by such just amazing human beings.
Yes. Yeah. He's been putting in the work over at Bobblehead's homestead. We still haven't even been over there yet.
I know, and he lives down the road. Well, the timing hasn't been right.
One of these days, I'm just going to drive down that dirt road and I'm going to go look at it.
Property, even without him there. The timing, excuse me. The timing hasn't been right. So when Bobble has been at his property, Gary and I have been like up to our eyeballs, either in a project or we haven't been home. And then when we're coming through, he's already left back to his old place. And it's just been one of those things where the timing just hasn't been right for us to go over there.
Up in the eyeballs with kids' crud and everything else that's going on.
But we got to make it a point to get over there.
We're making a point, that's for sure.
Yeah. He's right down the road from us now. Like, he's just a little bit past where my mom's house is. And my mom's 10 minutes.
Yep. Well, as soon as the animals are taken care of.
Automated.
You know, they're all automated and they're all good to go to where it's like, all right, I can leave without having to go and check on them, you know, in the middle of the day when it's super hot outside and everything. And it's rough. I feel Bobblehead's pain, you know, with all his stuff that's going on and him leaving and everything. And he's like, I need to get everything set up to be able to go. And it's like, I understand that. You know, I get it. But yeah, no, I can't wait because it's coming. It's coming down the pipe.
It is. It's coming.
If this rain would ever stop, then we'd be able to steadily keep on moving. But
so we've had a few questions. I want to thank everybody for joining our video that we posted super late last night. We did another Real Talk late last night. Gary was barbecuing and stuff for us. And on that video, I was talking about another video that we had posted on SimpleLifeReclaimed. Like briefly, I briefly talked about it. If you guys have missed it, we did put out a video on the main channel, SimpleLifeReclaimed. And it shows all the chicken house work that we've gotten up to
this far,
right?
Well,
now there's even more. Now there's even more work done.
Because I did work on it a little bit after that, so I guess not this far, but yeah.
Well, up until that point of recording and editing and being able to put it out. I've got some more stuff in the can from when Gary was working yesterday. I haven't looked at the footage yet, but I sent him on his lonesome with a camera, so hopefully it's not just one camera shot the entire time, but if it is, that's okay.
I did try to move the camera quite a bit.
You did?
Yes, I did. I did quite a bit of it back and forth, but it was one of those
it's
where
hard to work and to worry about the camera.
Yes,
I understand.
And it's hard for me to set up a camera, and then especially in the heat and everything else, and it's a lot of people that don't film don't understand it, but this heat and this ridiculous high heat and everything with the electronics, all of a sudden it says, I'm too hot, I'm shutting off. Boom, shuts down.
Like maybe 10, 15 minutes out of one battery. And I have like 9 batteries that I rotate throughout the day so that way they can cool down and everything. But it can be, especially if you're working by yourself. I get it.
Yes.
That's why a lot of times, you know, when we're filming, I will either be hand-holding the camera or I'll have it set up or whatever. But then I got that... the apron on my waist. The apron, I've had questions.
You got like 12 different
why
batteries in there.
Why are you wearing an apron? Because I use it as my battery pouch.
And then it's also her screw like pouch.
Yeah.
Like she'll put all her screws in there.
The square in there.
The square and like everything else.
And I carry stuff for you, the measuring tape and
a lot of people say, why don't you just wear, you know, one of those work belts and everything else?
They're
and
heavier.
I've looked at them and everything else, and I've worn certain things like that. I used to, my job aspects, I used to have to wear a harness on all the time. And on that harness, I'd always be wearing roughly about, I'd say 15 pounds, 10 pounds until I got smart and I said, you know what, I'm only going to have what I need on there right now. And then when I need something else, I'll clip it on later. But it's a lot of weight to have on you. And then plus like my work size of having to have a backpack on, which was also another 100 pounds and everything else. So, I mean, walking around with that kind of weight on you is not fun.
No.
And even with that kind of tool stuff and everything else, you're roughly walking around with like 60 pounds, I would say, to like 100.
Your old job?
60 to 100. No, I'm just saying like with one of those like work harnesses where you can put every single thing, your hammer, your screws, all these other bits, all these other things. It's rough. I would say it's right around like 65 pounds.
That's a lot on your hips.
Maybe 100, yeah. That's a lot on your hips and your lower spine. And I wear cargo pants, so that way I can avoid having to do that, and I can just throw things in my pockets. I got a crap ton of them.
Hey, there's a method to our madness, friends. There's a method to our madness.
It sucks because I can't put the square in my pockets, but that's
got
where you come from.
Yeah, I was going to say, I got you. I got you.
Yep.
It's always best when we work as a team, but sometimes we have to divide and conquer. Like yesterday, you were out there working on the chicken coop, and I was inside doing the editing work, as well as I had to get a lot of housework done. Having the kids home, man, during the summer, I usually, like during the school week, I'll get away with cleaning the house once a week. Obviously, there's things I have to do every day, dishes and cooking, etc. But with this kids home, I have to do it 2 to 3 times a week because they're just little tornadoes. And yes, I do tell them to clean up after themselves, but
it's roughly about you know, we're on it about 2 to 3 times a day, like trying to clean up the place.
Well, that's
2 to 3 times a day. No, I know, 2 to 3 times a day cleaning or picking up and everything, and
that's just to maintain.
That's just kids. That's parent life right there.
I don't care how good your kids are, you know. That's just what's going to happen. But I've been doing like a deep clean, and then so that way I don't get behind on all the laundry, and I don't. So anyway, yesterday I spent my day matrixing and then cleaning up and hanging out with the kiddos and having fun and getting things done around here.
Yep.
But yeah, so the video we posted yesterday on SimpleLifeReclaimed caught you guys all up to that. Bobblehead was in that video as well. He came over and he took Reek, and
we've had that footage for a while.
We have. That footage was like, you know, remember when we talked to you guys on Real Talk and we did a thing, we got those baby Cornish hens. So that was the day after that we got those hens, like that bobblehead portion of the footage. And there were some folks that were saying, you know, Gary should do more than just the ice blocks inside their watering system, put it like a shade or something. So presently we've got like a piece of wood, a piece of zip board over the buckets for the rabbit waterers.
I got it. It's a
keep it shaded.
Good sized sheet of wood. That way it doesn't get blown off or anything else, and it perfectly sits there, and the sun just goes this way, and it
Yeah.
it doesn't even hit the bucket.
Yeah.
So it's nice.
Now in the long term, long-term goals, which we're not going to get to right away.
No.
But the long-term goals is to have like a pergola or something set up over there by the rabbit area.
We're gonna end up building a pergola,
so
and then we can tie in the pergola roof into that bucket as well, and make it to where we're
water catchment onto that bucket, as well as like when the snow comes, like these little pop-up shades that we have, they're great for the immediate, but they're not going to last. And even with this rain that we're having right now, we're going to have to run outside and like knock it off so that way, those weak aluminum poles don't buckle. And
in 2 years, I think we've gone through what, 4 of those things?
Yeah.
Roughly?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
I know. They just don't last. I mean, you got to keep your eye on
we would have went through more, but we got to the point where we just said, screw it. We're not going to have any more. We've lost 2 already. Let's not buy any until we were like, we're dying. Let's buy one.
And we invested in a flex tape too, right? So whenever they do break, we just get out the old flex tape, get a big piece of it. And,
until the metal breaks, and then it's
just done.
It's done.
Yeah, and then it's just done.
Yep.
So we're trying to make those last. We're trying to make those things last. We're trying to, I guess, do everything possible. We've been having that excessive heat. But as soon as this summer's over, then it's going to go to cold, right?
Yep.
And so then another challenge that we're going to have to face is insulating the bucket from freezing and those wires and everything. It's on our mind, but obviously we're not really focused on it because it's not a problem at this present time.
Nope.
We're not going to wait so long to where it becomes a problem. We'll take care of it. We'll do preventative stuff, but we're nowhere near that yet. I don't think the freezing really comes until like Christmas time. And even then it's like sparing.
I personally, I'm not really too worried about it.
Yeah.
Because the biggest thing is getting in that, the little shade thing over it, or the
pergola thing.
The pergola over it, right? Because if we make it big enough, then we can literally just plastic that whole pergola, put in a heat lamp in there, and now that whole area is nice and warm.
Yeah.
So
there's other things we
much.
want to do too, like a better way to collect the rabbit poop. The rabbit poop is just falling on the floor. You guys have had multiple great ideas in the comment section about like a plastic lean-to thing on the underneath that will, I guess, make it all fall into one thing. Those are all great ideas, and we'll revisit that at another time. But right now, like Gary and my big, I guess, motive is finishing up getting these Cornish hens that we just got into the big chicken coop area, finishing building the chicken coop, automating the water systems for the chickens and also the garden, but also the kids' play set. So the automation of the garden and the chickens isn't going to take too long.
Nope.
And we do have a date set, which actually tomorrow we're going to set some concrete for the kids' play set. Let's hope that the ground and that the rain doesn't mess up our plans. But according to our big whiteboard, tomorrow was the day we were going to set some concrete so we can get the pillars ready to build the kids' play set early next week. That's the plan.
I can't believe how much it's rained in July. Like I really cannot believe how much it's rained in July. Last year in August it rained a lot.
Hey, you know what? Billy Joe from
S&W?
Yeah, from S&W. He was saying, now y'all in the comments, you ever heard this? This is an old timer's Southern thing. So he was saying that if it rains on the 1st of the month, so July 1st, June 1st, whatever the 1st, that you're going to get more than 15 days of rain that entire month. And it did rain on the 1st of July. Which kind of explains, and he said that that's like an old timer's Southern farmers know-how.
Yeah.
Have any of you guys ever heard that before? I trust Billy Joe. He knows what he's been around here in this area like his whole life, generationally. Super awesome guy, super duper awesome guy. But that's what he was saying. I remember him telling me that once, and I was all, good to know. I'll have to take a mental note of that and try to pay attention around the 1st. And if it rains on the 1st, I know that we're in for a wet one.
Mm-hmm.
And so far, I mean, this month of July so far, what is it, the 11th?
It's the 11th, yeah.
Today's the 11th. So far in this month of July, it has definitely rained, I'd say at least half, if not more than half of the time, and it's the 11th.
Yep.
And it might not be, raining the entire day.
Yep. Good
morning, Julia. Good morning, love. Did you sleep well? Yeah. Somebody just woke up.
It's raining.
Abe and Scarlett are still sleeping. That's why we're not outside.
Yep.
Because it's raining. It's raining. Yes, it is.
Yep.
But yeah, make a mental note of that, Southern friends. See if that is actually something that works in your area. Apparently, that's something here.
Yep.
And it sounds like it's coming down even harder, guys.
It is, and I'm hoping that it just goes out of here, you know, and just move on by real quick. Let me go get my boots on. As soon as I do, just keep on going and be gone. But I don't think that's gonna happen.
Well, either way, Gary has some footage from what he did yesterday. Even if we don't get outside today, I'll do some recording in the house if we don't get outside. And I'll hodgepodge the footage together from yesterday and today, and I will do my best to put a video out for you guys tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah, on Simple Life.
We're like right there with that chicken coop now.
Yeah.
I have an idea of how it's gonna be a lot quicker and smoother and faster
Let me bring up something too. So some of y'all that did watch the Simple Life video, you guys were wondering if we were going to be putting the nesting boxes outside of the whole fenced-in run area. And yes, we are. So the way that we're building it right now, because we're not finished with it and we do have chickens living in there, and we don't want to like quarantine them off to that small space again. We've been building it without ripping out that back fenced area, so that way if, you know, like right now we're not building and the chickens can't run out and escape. So
correct.
We're building it to where if we have to stop for whatever reason, that they'll be all right. So that whole back fenced in area, how we built the platform and we put the walls up to it, on that back side, that's where the nesting boxes are going to go. So we never have to actually go inside their run to collect the eggs or anything.
Correct.
Which is going to make life a lot easier.
Correct. And we built it up off the ground like that, so that way the chickens could have some sort of a spot that's shady all the time, and they can get out of the weather if need be, or go inside the coop. But you know how chickens are. They give them as much space and as much stuff as you want, and they'll stand right in the middle of the raindrop and be all,
They will. Bing, 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 bing.
Chickens.
Chickens are bird brains. That area actually gets the way that the sun goes, it's going east to west on that tier system.
Correct.
So it's the best directionally for them to be able to have shade, for them to, you know, be able to get the sunlight in the winter and stay nice and warm, but not be roasting too much in the summer. There is one wall that's facing the one part of the fence wall that's facing the horse trailer and stuff. We could put like a shade cloth along that wall. I wouldn't want to put anything on the top.
No.
And just because of the weight of stuff and you know, permanent. Did you see that?
That was
lightning?
a good one.
Ooh,
yeah.
I don't know if you guys saw it on the camera. That was a good one.
That was about 4 miles away.
Ooh. You guys hear that? I don't know if you could pick it up on the camera or not. That was a good one.
That was a good one.
That was a good one.
But I do have an idea now for that area. We do have a blue shade sail that we probably could put.
But the thing is, with those, they get heavy.
No,
and they
yes.
sag, and
put it over the pole that we have and have that sit over it and drape it, so that way the middle always is fully shady.
Yeah.
But when the sun goes this way, it'll make it to where the shade moves with it, you know. We
could do that. We could try that. We're gonna have to look at it though and make sure that it's not gonna be too heavy.
We can see.
Yeah, that's the thing, is we're just gonna have to. It's gonna be trial and error and figure it out. You know, we're just gonna have to see, because remember in Arizona when we would have even just the rain.
No, I know, but we never had anything
with a pole.
With a pole right up in the middle where it's draped down and over like that.
You're very right. You're very
I'm just saying, like, we might be able to do it. We're gonna have to brace the back wall and the front wall off that pole before we do that. Yeah. Or else we're gonna squeeze everything in.
We've been through a fair share of shade sails when we lived in Arizona. And we learned, you know, which ones are good and which, you know, how they work.
Those shade sails are awesome. I love those shade sails.
It saved our life in Arizona. Forget it. When we didn't have it, you couldn't even go outside. So it was too bad.
Man.
Too bad.
Nope.
But yeah, we're gonna do our best to get something done around here. I don't know what, I don't know when. Maybe I'll do some cooking or something with you guys today, or maybe we'll do something with the kiddos inside. I have a few ideas up my proverbial sleeve. But I'm gonna record something for you guys and add it to the footage that Gary took yesterday out and about in the coop. I'll get you guys caught up to speed. Hopefully, though, we'll be able to get out today. I just don't know, you know, the magic word, when. I just don't know. We're playing it by ear. So
yeah.
I want to thank you guys for loving on us and for being here on Real Talk with SLR. If you guys have not yet, make sure to go ahead and subscribe. This channel is getting super duper close to 12,000.
That's crazy.
I know. I love it. I love it. So
That's
make sure
nuts.
to hit the button if you guys haven't yet subscribed. And oh, real quick before I say goodbye, I just thought of it right now. I put a new intro on our video yesterday on SimpleLifeReclaimed, and I really like it. So again, if you guys missed that video yesterday, make sure to go check it out. The intro is something that probably took me a while to make because I had to go through so much other footage and stuff. But I really like it.
She actually really finished the video editing, and then she was like, I'm going to change our intro.
Yeah.
And just sat there for hours fixing it.
I did. I finished editing the video out, and then at the very end, like right before I was saving it, I had, you know, a squirrely idea, and I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to change the intro.
I think it turned out great, babe.
Yeah, I like it.
I like it. I
like
think
it
it turned out great. The music choice and everything else, it was good.
And I think I think I might make an intro here for Real Talk. I have a few ideas. Not a long one, but I think I might make us a little intro and stuff too, because we have a little bit of channel art and stuff. But this side channel, this whole side venture, it doesn't take as much time for me to work on these because these are non-edited videos. And so it hasn't taken me too much time to get this channel up and running and all that. So I could spend some time on making a nice intro and stuff for here. So I'm thinking about it. And it's a rainy day. And yeah, I don't know. But I want to do some stuff. I want to do some other stuff besides just Matrix stuff. So
yeah. Well, I want to get outside and work. I want to finish that
but what are we gonna do with
stinking chicken coop.
what are we supposed to do?
I know.
You know?
I'm going to get my boots on and get ready.
Yeah, so
And I'll be like a kid looking out the window like, when's it gonna stop so I can go out and play? Anybody do that as a kid, looking out at the rain like, oh, I just want to go out and play?
Yeah.
Mom said, no, you're not gonna go play in the mud.
Yeah.
You ain't doing it. You know, you're waiting. Once it stops raining, I'm gonna go play in the mud.
Yeah. I'm gonna do the belly flop right in the puddle. Wyatt on 4th of July.
Oh man,
they were having too much fun.
the kids had a blast on 4th of July.
We all had a blast.
But
Anyway.
anywho.
Yeah, we do gotta run. You know how we can do. We can say the goodbyes and then I'll squirrel off and come up with another topic for us to talk about for another 5 or 10 minutes. You know how we do. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us and putting up with us. We love y'all, truly from the bottom of our hearts. You guys make this journey a whole lot more fun. So
Yes.
Thank you for being here with us. And we'll try to be back with a new episode of Real Talk with SLR tomorrow. Might actually be me and my mom. So I got to take my mom to the doctor.
Yes.
So maybe you guys can chat with my mom and with me. We'll probably be on the road. We'll see. But yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow. See what happens then. Until the next one, friends, we love y'all. We hope you have a good one.
And we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye, you guys.
Later.